4 former Ohio State wrestlers tell NBC News they were sexually abused by a team doctor. Several accusers believe it was known by Republican Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan at the time, an assistant wrestling coach at the university from 1986 to 1994.
Have you ever heard the president lie?
I've not.
Really?
Before he was Congressman Jim Jordan, he was an assistant coach on the Ohio State wrestling team. At the same time, Dr. Richard Strauss was the team doctor. Since April, an investigation has been underway by the school and other agencies.
Jordan took part in conversations where Strauss's abuse of many other team members came up.
We have covered Jim Jordan previously, of how he had first-hand knowledge of the sexual abuse that took place when he was a coach at Ohio State University. On Thursday, a lawsuit was filed bringing to light new allegations of Jim Jordan's knowledge. His wrestlers were sexually abused, and instead of taking action, he sided with indifference. Investigators from international law firm Perkins Coie reported that Strauss sexually abused at least 177 male student patients. Widespread abuse.
It's public knowledge. I mean, everyone knew within the athletic department that Doc was a serial groper.
Whistleblower Mike DiSabato.
Strauss was a serial groper of our bodies, including our testicles. It's unfortunate. I consider Jim a friend, but for whatever reason, he's made the decision to deny something that was absolutely happened. He had knowledge of it.
Another whistleblower, Dunyasha Yetz, became the second notable whistleblower in the case. Yetz claimed he not only told Jordan about Strauss's behavior, but asked Jordan and former head coach Russ Hellickson to confront the doctor with him. Now, we have a third backer of these claims against Jordan, and it is not a college wrestler, rather a referee, known for their neutrality and objectiveness. The Washington Post broke the story. A college wrestling referee says he reported sexual misconduct involving a former doctor who's been accused sexually abusing nearly 300 men over a 17-year period to rep Jim Jordan, Republican of Ohio, a former assistant wrestling coach at Ohio State. The details are gruesome. After refereeing a match at the school's St. John Arena, the complaint says the man, referee, entered the locker room to change and shower. Strauss also came in, and both men were in an open shower room with several shower heads along each wall. They were the only two in there, but Strauss chose to shower next to the ref. Before he knew it, the ref realized that some part of Dr. Strauss's body was touching him. The lawsuit states the ref looked up and saw Dr. Strauss masturbating while staring right at him. He exited the shower and Strauss followed, according to the lawsuit, saying, "You have a nice penis and physique. There's nothing wrong with the human body." At this point in time, the referee reported Dr. Strauss, as the Post writes, to a pair of Ohio State coaches, including Jim Jordan. Yeah, that's Strauss. Jordan and then head coach Russ Hellickson replied to the referee. If you've been following our work on this, Russ Hellickson's name should ring a bell. Remember Dunyasha Yetz? He told not just Jordan of Strauss's abuse, but former coach Hellickson as well. A day after NBC News reported last July the claims by Yetz and others that Jordan turned a blind eye to Strauss's alleged abuse, Hellickson reached out to Yetz and tried to get him to recant, according to text messages reviewed by NBC News. Yetz said Hellickson also called him later on July 4th and said he was under pressure from Jordan. He said, "I will defend Jimmy until I have to put my hand on a Bible and be asked to tell the truth. Then Jimmy will be on his own," Yetz said in an interview. One victim, aka John Doe 49 in the lawsuit, said when he was 14 or 15 years old, he participated at an OSU wrestling camp led by Hellickson, went to see Strauss for an ingrown toenail, and Strauss told Doe 49 to drop his pants, threatened him with a scalpel, and was sexually abused after he fainted in fear. Doe 49 said Hellickson questioned him after he found out what Strauss allegedly did to him from other camp participants. "Okay, I'll take care of it," Hellickson said, according to the court papers. "Get back to your mat." Currently, other former Ohio State wrestlers have said Jordan had to know about Strauss because he shared a locker room with them and took part in discussions about the doctor who died via suicide in 2005. Even with these newfound allegations and credible witnesses, the blueprint, like Trump's sexual abuse victims coming forward, is to defensively deny and potentially attack these witnesses. We have seen recently Kate Hill resign over an affair with a staffer. Almost 21 years ago, Bill Clinton was impeached. Al Franken in Minnesota resigned. These abuses should not be partisan, rather the standard across the aisle.